How's it going, fam? Hope everybody's doing well. I am doing well. I'm doing good. All praises to the Most High. It's good to be back with y'all. I want to say much ahab to all the support, to all the new subscribers, to everybody checking in, to everybody following on the Instagram. I like to start off real quick by directing everybody to come and add a like to the Facebook page. While we're here, in the time being, a lot of people have a lot of questions. A lot of people want to be able to contact. So, yeah, man, I suggest you guys just come here. I'll be, doing more to it as we go along. But, yeah, just come here, check it out. You know what I mean? Add a like. Natural by law. Alright? And this is the link. Anyways, my people, my Indigenous Americans, my Israel awakeners, I brought y'all here today for a little special treat. And yeah, man, I mean, every day it seems like this information dealing with these indigenous people, dealing with the original copper color races, continues to just come out the bag every day. It's just something new being brought to the table, to the forefront. So yeah, man, this is just to help identify even further and bring us closer, hopefully, as we take that trip down memory lane through our DNA. Let our genes remember. Let our genes remember what the ancestors have passed on to us through genetics, alright? So, yeah, man, I hope everybody's well. It's a great day. Gorgeous day out here in California. I heard it was crazy weather out there on the east, man. So I just hope all my fam in the east is doing well. You know what I mean? So yeah, without further ado, fam, let's get into it. We're gonna go ahead and check out this tab. And I was digging on the etymology on Negro. And there's a lot, man. There's a lot attached to it. You're gonna scroll down, right? You see all of this, right? All of this attached. You know what I'm saying? So you can see why I was doing some etymology on the thing. But yeah, man. So I was digging on the Negro etymology, right? And like I said, as I was digging onto it, I came across this specific term, right? African. And the breakdown on African to me was very interesting. So I thought I'd, bring it to the forefront and highlight, right? And just read what it says, right? It says, African's a noun from the Old English Africanus, right? Plural for native or inhabitant of Africa, right? It says from Latin Africanus, adjective of Africa, African, right? From Africa. It says used of white residents from 1815, right? Used of white residents of Africa from 1815. Use of white residents of Africa from 1815. used of black residents of the U.S. from 18th century, when it especially meant one brought from Africa, right? And sometimes was contrasted to native-born Negro. Native-born Negro, right? It says as an adjective by 1560s pertaining to Africa or Africans. From 1722 as of or pertaining to Black Americans. Right? Native-born Negro, right? It was contrasted to native-born Negro. Now, for those who don't know what contrasted means, right? Contrast, modified by or from an Italian, contrastar, right? To stand out against, right? Against, right? So it says, and sometimes was against or contrasted against to the native-born Negro. Alright? We're talking about black residents of the U.S. Right? And it was contrasted to the native-born Negro. Alright? So right here in Africa, or in African, in the Etymology of African, they're telling you that there's two distinct peoples. One being a native, my bad fam. One being a native, right? Or an inhabitant of Africa. In distinction, right? We're talking about the black residents of the U.S., right? Who were native born. Alright? Native born Negroes. Alright? Now, dealing with the word Negro within itself, right? As the bro Lax already pointed out, you know, Booker T. Washington did his thing, right? By basically replacing the colors, right? He replaced the colored people and put the Negro, right? Of the copper color race. Right? Right? Says to the Aboriginals or copper color races. Right? My fault. It says members, right, of the color race. Now this is what we digging on. Alright? Simple as that. It's as simple as that. right? Bam. Right in a nutshell, right? So, yeah, man. It was being distinct, right? So here we already have them telling us in the etymology there's a difference between the native-born Negro of the Americas and the native inhabitant of Africa, right? And they were used to refer to the white residents of Africa from 1815, all right? So we looked at the contrast, right? Now I came across Hold Down under the search for Negro, right? And it says Hold Down, noisy dance. Southern U.S. apparently originally the name of a specific dance, perhaps from perceived similarity of dance motions to those of farm chores, hence from ho, right? It says the step of every Negro dance, right? That was ever known. The step of every Negro dance that was ever known was called into requisition and admirably executed, right? They performed the double shift, right? The Virginia breakdown, right? The Kentucky heel tap, the pigeon wing, the back balance lick, and the Arkansas hold down. Alright. These were dances that so-called copper color races, the Aboriginals of America, the so-called Negro, the so-called black woman and black man. Alright? These are the dances that they contributed to American society. So when they try to say that the Negroes never done something for society, well, think again. Alright? As simple as this sounds, it has a major impact, and we're going to dig right into it. Because to say that American culture would be the same without these dances, as simply as it's put, would be a lie. Now I'm going to prove this impact. Alright? They want to say the Negro had made no contribution to American society, alright? But it says right here, every Negro dance that was ever known, alright? So that's what we're going to dig on right now. We're going to prove who these Negroes were through dance, alright? Who these Aboriginal natives of America who were of the copper color races, right? Or members of the colored race, right? So, that's what we're going to dig into. So I'm going to come over here real quick and hit pause on the joint, and we're going to come back. We're going to get into it, alright, fam? So yeah, you know, can't forget the fair use. Make sure everybody watching, knows that we're just doing this for the reporting, right? The teaching and the research, right? Without the need for permission from a payment or the copyright holder, right? We're just sharing information, right? Right? Just teaching a little bit, right? Yeah, man. I hope everybody's doing well, fam. And yeah, thank you for your likes, you know what I mean? I mean, definitely got a lot more information to cover. You guys share some with me, I'll be sharing with y'all. Together we can build on this, alright? So we're just gonna check out these videos. We're gonna get right into them. And yeah, remember we're dealing with those dances, alright? Part of this hold down, right? The double shuffle, the Virginia breakdown, right? The Kentucky heel tap, the pigeon wing, the balance back lick, right? And the Arkansas hold down. Alright? Let's get into it.
There you go. Double shuffle. A double shuffle. With the right foot you have, brush, spank, brush, spank. Double shuffle is brush, spank, brush, spank. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Faster. 6. Ready, go. Left side. Brush, spank, brush, spank. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. And those are double shuffles.
Double shuffles, alright? That was a double shuffle. We're gonna go to the next one. Alright, now keep in mind, if these are the steps of every Negro dance, where's the Negro? Alright?
This step goes.
Alright, now, it should seem familiar to you, right? Right? I mean, we're looking at these Kentucky hilltops, right?
Alright, here we have Brandon doing Kentucky Chug to the song Get a Rhythm by Johnny Cash. And there you have the Kentucky Chug.
Alright. Y'all following along? Alright, so we're going to go to the next. Keep this in mind though, fam. Keep this in mind though, fam. Right? They're taking the dens of the Negro and they've now integrated it as a part of their cultural society. Right? That's what we just saw, right? Alright, fam. So, I mean, once again, you know, the step of every Negro dance that was ever known. The step of every Negro dance that was ever known. The step of every Negro's dance that was ever known. Alright? We've already looked at the double shift and shuffle, right? We checked out this one, heel tap. We just looked at this Arkansas hold down, right? Let's see what else we got. Again, where's the Negro in all of these presentations? Alright, now check this.
This is a mixture of styles here. The woman's fancy shawl, woman's jingle, woman's traditional, and men's grass dance. These are different styles.
Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna keep it going, fam. Hope everybody is doing alright. It's doing alright. Now, remind you, the step of every Negro. Alright? Now, you saw what those dances was similar to, right? So, yeah, let's continue with this.
Duke University.
Hi, I'm Tommy DeFrance, a professor in African and African-American Studies and Dance here at Duke University. And today I wanted to talk about African-American social dances and how they emerged from this sort of trilogy of dance forms that came about in the 19th century. So black social dances in the Americas, we have to remember, have really had huge influence the world over. And they developed after the Middle Passage when African Americans had to figure out ways to kind of be outside of the controlling eye of the clergy. A lot of these dances were forms that were restricted by white slaveholders who were really only interested in dances that were easily identified as being Christian movement. So there were three kinds of dances that emerged in the 19th century that become very important. And these are buck dances, wing dances, and jigs. So buck dances were forms that were very, very percussive and weighted down into the foot. Buck dances, lots of weight down in the foot, energy. All these dances are about rhythm and percussion. Now, wing dances are really important and have a lot more kind of visibility in the 20th century and into the 21st century. Wing dances are dances where you literally flap parts of your body like as if they were wings. So these are all the dances that kind of get down here like this with the knees. You might have seen these dances or done some dances like this, but also with the arms. So you see how a wing dance, maybe 150 years later, can become part of maybe popping. The third form that emerged in the 19th century were called jigs. Jigs are dances that had lots and lots of energy and lots of velocity. So jigs, foot jig and a wing together, you get something that we might recognize as footwork. Or something we might recognize as a Charleston, or the kitten play. Or if we just go back to the wing, we get something you might have known or heard of as being something like the butterfly. So these dances really have the same kind of root from the 19th century, and that's Black social dances. I'm Tommy DeFrance.
Produced by Duke University.
Wow. You know what I'm saying, fam? Right? Isn't this what we're talking about right here? In this entire breakdown? Right? The Negro, right? The native-born Negro, right? Right? This is what we're dealing with, right? Because it's being contrasted to the native inhabitant of Africa, right?
Go ahead, Chuck. Do something for Sammy and the people at home. Yeah, keep on. Give me slide. No. Sammy, you know who that is, don't you? Sandman. You acting on there, man. I've done this for a long time.
Alright, fam. So, we're gonna close out with this last one, and this will be it, alright? Once again, I hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget to continue to share. And thanks for all the subscribers, man. It's great to have all the Indigenous family, coming back to the source, coming back to the Creator. All praise to the Most High. I'll be getting at y'all soon. Alright?
Ain't no telling. They claim it. Some people say 12 million people on the slave trade. They might have bought maybe one or two boats over here, but I believe we are the additional people because we don't even look like African people. That's right. You can get the blackest, you can get Project Black out the project, the blackest nigga in the project, and get an African, the blackest African, you can tell which one is which. We just don't look like them. Period. That's right. I think they had a few people from Africa that came over here, maybe on one or two boats, but they had millions and millions of people already here. When that so-called Christopher Columbus and that other bastard and the Spanish, all them people got here.
The Negro is still languished in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land.